You know, somebody came to me with something recently, and it's something, it's not new. I've heard about it before. It's popped up in the media once in a while, and some of the other shows on this network kind of cover it, but I never have. And I almost never wanted to, just because of the connotation that comes with it. But what it is odd noises. People are hearing odd noises. Sometimes they sound like thuds or booms. Sometimes they sound like really large whistles or horns or humming. And I know that they've been around for a few years. Probably 4 or 5 years ago these things started, and they're on YouTube, and of course you can believe some of them, and you can, say, oh yeah, a lot of these are fake or whatever. But a lot of people, and more people that I personally know, are starting to hear these things. And towns, communities, counties are having a hard time explaining these things away. A lot of people think they know it well. What it is it's illegal mining. They're fracking when they shouldn't be fracking. And maybe that's it. Maybe. Or, the military, National Guard's carrying out exercises at night, and that's what it is. And that could be too. I don't know what it is. But if you've heard something like this, I want to hear from you. I do. We don't do a whole lot of conspiracy stuff. We don't do Elvis is alive on some other planet sort of thing. But this is obviously something that's really happening. People are hearing something. They're catching it on tape, something's happening. Let's go to San Diego and talk about the rumblings there. AG, welcome to the show. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, Josh. Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. I was calling because I heard you talking about the weird noises and rumbling, and I think you and I had actually mentioned on that before. That's something that goes on almost on a daily basis here in San Diego, is we have this thing that we've cleverly called the San Diego Rumble. And basically what happens here in San Diego, Josh, is that we have this weird rumbling noise, which almost sounds like jet thrusters. When you land at an airport, you hear the jet, how they reverse the engines, and you hear that really loud, rumbling noise. That happens throughout the day here in San Diego. And where we happen to be, we're in an area of San Diego called Bonita, which is kind of like the southern part of the county. So we're probably about, 12 miles away from the San Diego airport. So there's no possible way for us to hear, jet thrusters from airplanes landing. So what happens is, be a normal quiet day, all of a sudden you start hearing this really loud, intense noise. You ask people, what is that noise? And people, oh yeah, that's just the airport. You look at them like, are you serious? Are you insane? That's not the airport, It gets really loud, intense. I've gotten to record it a few times, and people will just, they kind of blank out on you. I've even gotten to the point that I'll stop police and I'll tell them, can you hear that noise? What noise? That noise in the sky. You don't hear that? Oh, those are just jets. I'm like, people are just I don't know what it is. They're just retarded. That's about all I can explain.
So how long have you been hearing it?
Oh my goodness, probably at least 2-3 years that I've actually paid attention, and I'll try to record it. Sometimes I'll sit there outside and I'll record it. I mean, I've got it on YouTube. I want AG-Awakeusa on Facebook, and we post it all the time. People start posting it throughout the country, and it'll go in waves that'll be every single night, sometimes on the hour, and then sometimes it'll just be sporadic. We'll be weeks without it. People will hear it. I'll call in the sheriff sometimes when it's happening. I'll pick up the phone. I go, there's noise that's happening right now. We'll call, the media outlets. There's a semi-good mainstream media out here. Our local ABC affiliate has covered it. And they'll say, we're getting reports of rumbling in the area in San Diego County. We'll keep you updated. That's about as far as they go. They'll report rumbling, but they never say what it is. So people have said it's fracking. People have said, it's HARP. A number of things that they never seem to tell us what's going on. It's really
What do you think it is?
I mean, I've thought it's HARP. I mean, that's what people always say. But then there's a lot of people on YouTube that are reporting, a lot of the seismic stuff. There's some buttes out in the San Diego County, the inner part of San Diego County near the what's called the Salton Sea. That is very volcanic, and there's some buttes there that have been releasing steam. So that's a theory that people are saying that in the East County there's a lot of earthquakes and volcanic activity. And when that starts acting up, some people are saying that they're hearing the rumbling. I mean, but this is all, hypothetical, and maybe that's what we're thinking could be, seismic. But I don't know. It happens so much, and we're not feeling anything, and we're not seeing anything popping up. But, all that can be modified and controlled. But it's just an odd thing that it's so loud, Josh. I mean, I've been able to record it straight off of my iPhone. I mean, that's just loud. And for everyone being oblivion to not, it's just like, oh, it's an airplane. And what are you talking about? It's an airplane. It's like something you want to slap these people. What do you mean? And even down to the police, you can stop them and ask them what it is. And they're just like, oh, an airplane. But it's something happening, like you were saying, earlier. It's like people are recording this throughout the world, and it's the same noise. It's the same exact noise, and it's like, what is this? But yet no one seems to want to say anything. And I'm glad you're bringing it up. Maybe other people that have heard it have other ideas or seen something or heard something, but it's definitely something happening out there.
Well, that is absolutely, something is happening. We got to get to the bottom of this. We'll be back right after the break.